Hey everyone, I'm going to do another example video, kind of mirrors a little bit of the stuff you're going to be doing on your homework, this time for Excel Chapter 3. This time I'm going to go, it's not going to be as nearly in depth. I think this chapter is pretty straightforward, but I'm just going to, kind of hit the high points and let you guys take it from there. The first thing you're going to be needing to do is using spark lines, and let me move this bar here for Zoom. Okay. And so in most of the cases for this chapter, you're going to need to be doing insert, the insert tab, there's your charts, and etc. So you can be doing spark lines. There you go. Here they are. I think it wants you to do lines. If you want to do column, win, loss, they're all right there. You just select the data and OK. And then you get this little, a little trend line about what's going on here. I set this example data, it's homework turn in instead of flights, and I set it up so the trend would be going down, so it's pretty easy to see. One thing to mention about doing charts, the spark lines, anything that's kind of visual, also when you work with tables, also when you work with pivot tables, is the instructions for the homework say like, hey, put in your trend line, and then, or your spark line, and then, hey, do this, put this high point in, or put this low point, or put the first and last point, and do it this color. Hey, where's that tab? It's, there's a tab where I should be being able to do this stuff, but it's not here. A lot of stuff when you're working with charts, click on the actual the component itself, and lo and behold, there it appears. So if you're having trouble finding something, click on the thing itself, and you might have the options. So here are all those different points. The text will ask you to do that. Here are the different marker colors and the line colors, and you can do different styles here. It'll ask for that. And then to get the rest of them on, you just pull it down. There you go. Okay, I'm going to pause it a second, set up the next one. Okay, so now the next part talks about doing a pie chart. Let me do it like the problem says. We're going to select our titles here. It's going to be selecting the different variables for our pie chart, and then select one of the years. I'll just do 2012. Okay. So then again, just like with those spark lines, we're going to insert. And just kind of in general, if you're working with data, recommended charts will almost always get you somewhere nice enough. If you have certain types of charts you like to do, you can always use these over here. But recommended charts is a pretty good tool because it's going to recommend a pie chart, right, or a bar or column charts. So here's where the pie chart is. We're going to select it. It's a 2D pie chart. Hey, we've created it. You see our legend right here, our chart title. I want you to move it. All you got to do is hit that move button right there. Kind of the sheet, call it chart 2, call it whatever it tells you to call it, and it moves it over here. Think about the chart title, just click on it, and then type in the bar, changes it to title. I will say working with these, working with charts in Excel can be sometimes an exercise in frustration. Like, hey, instead I need to select the whole thing. No, I don't need to select the whole thing. I just need to select this one small part. Or hey, I need to select out here somewhere in the chart area. It can be frustrating, but just click around and you'll find what you need. Hopefully. Let's see what else we're doing here. The legend. So here's the legend title, and then we're going to have data points too. All those things can be found by pressing this plus. There's the chart title, make it go away, make it come back. Data labels, there they are. I'll click on them to have them come out. Here's all your choices. I'll put them on the outside ends. I don't think that's what the book says, but you choose it right there. And then the legend is down here. You can move the legend wherever you want. Let's move it, I don't know, to the right, looks the best. Okay, what else do we have here? Okay, chart styles are right here. Select the one you need. Let's see. You can format your colors here. And this is another thing, another exercise in frustration. Select them once, it selects all of them. Select it twice, it's just that one. Click inside it, you can change it. And then just right click, and if you need to change your fills, your outlines, or your the font, you can change the colors in there. If you wanted to change other colors, you're here. little word about charts in general. Just something I'm interested in is making good visualized data. Being able to take data and make a strong, clear visualization of that data is incredibly important if you're ever going to be working pretty much anywhere in an office. There's going to come a time when you're going to need to visualize data. You take data and make it visualized. It's going to be very important. Little tips is make it readable, make it simple, and don't use the default colors. If you worked for Whatcom, you could look up Whatcom's colors, you know, like in the RGB scale. You can edit that stuff pretty good. Let's see, more fill colors here. Custom, you can do RGB right here, right? You can find out wherever you work will have a set list of colors, and you will use those colors. It just looks better. Put in a logo. Make the stuff look nice. Just don't use the default colors because everybody knows, right? It looks like you have putting work into it. But I digress. What else are we doing here on this one? Let's see. That's pretty much it. Let's see. Okay, if you double click here, you'll also get your format. If you double click on anywhere on the chart, you'll get the formatted data slice. Here's that, it talks about a point explosion, I think, and an angle. Just talk about the explosion. Just talks about the explosion. Here's what you do. It's the point explosion, and let's just take the 12% here, and basically that's just saying how far out is it going to explode, boom, out here. And that's pretty much it for pie charts. Of course, if you have any questions about all this stuff, just shoot me a message on Canvas. I am going to zip through this pretty quickly. Okay, I'm going to pause it again, and then I'm going to look at bar charts, and I think that's it. Let's see. Pretty much, yeah, it's kind of a short one. Okay. Oh, again, I should mention too, like, here it's in its very own sheet, so you're going to have these chart tools. If this were on another sheet, the chart tools were not there because you had clicked off of it here like we have. Click in there, the chart tools appear again. Okay, back to pause. Okay, so finally, we're going to look at, it's a clustered column chart, very, very common chart. All the rules still apply in real life if you ever had to do this. Don't use base colors, make it look sharp. But here, so it tells us to select this the entirety of this data. We're going to insert, and again, under recommended, clustered column is right there, or you could choose it from column up here. Choose it from our recommended. And here we go. Title the same way. Click on the title, type in the box. Let's see what else we have to do here. When it says to move it to where it's roughly, at this cell, this is not, doesn't have to be exact, right? It's here, it's gonna be fine. It's probably gonna be fine, but just, that's where it wants you to put it. I'm just gonna put it back here in the middle to work with it a little bit easier. Use the chart filter. There you go, there's the chart filter. It wants you to take away everything except for on, time, and late. So we'll just click off of those and apply. And you'll see that it changes to just on, time, and late. Finally, it looks like we're working with a little bit of the setting the values in the axis, and yeah, looks like some work with the axis. And you'll see here, back to this plus button, just like in the pie chart, this is where your chart elements are. We have a lot more options here because there simply are more options in a column chart. So we have the axes here. You can do various, where you want them. Do you want titles, chart title, data labels, error bars, all this stuff, trend lines. If we're gonna, this is another exercise in the frustration can be, at least, if you just want to work with, let's say, I think it has you change the, what do we have here? We change the axis as the major unit. And so you have to click on the values here in there. You can, you can be like, I'm trying, gotta click actually on the values of that axis. And here in the axes options, here if you press, let's see, the alignment, we've got axis options. That's what we want. Here's just another, this is kind of a broken out and a little more in-depth formatting options. Don't see that. I'm just kind of double click on something. And it'll appear. So there you go. And now we have our axis. Go here. And here are those major units. you can find them there. And if you want certain number formats, that's how you put the number format in. I don't know if it does or not. You know, here we have our major units under 5,000. Hey, what if we change them to, say, 10,000? Change to 10,000 over here. And just, this stuff is, like I say, this particular homework assignment is fairly straightforward. Again, if you have any questions, of course, just send me a message in Canvas. That's about it. I think this covers pretty much the entire homework. And yeah, enjoy. Thanks.